Hey guys, welcome back to Now Showing here on the Daily Fix. I apologize for my dirt stains. I was in a softball game. For those of you who don't know, Now Showing is a show where I go and see a movie that comes out hot and fresh, right off the press, and I go and I watch it, and I review it, and I tell you what I think about it. This week I went and saw the new Disney movie Maleficent, starring Angelina Jolie and Elle Fanning. I really enjoyed this film. We're starting to see more and more movie studios take a main character of a story that we already know, that we already love, take it back in time and tell us like their story. Take a main character that we might not already know, the full details of why they are, who they are, what they do, and things like that. And that's exactly what Maleficent is. It's the telling of Sleeping Beauty, but from Maleficent's point of view, and telling her story. I don't know if I would go as far as saying Maleficent was magnificent, but maybe. It was pretty good. There are very few roles that I like Angelina Jolie, and I'm not a huge fan of hers. But that being said, she was awesome as Maleficent. I believe this was like, the part was like made for her. Even back when Sleeping Beauty was first written, when Disney first made the cartoon, the role was perfect for Angelina Jolie. She did such a good job with being a powerful woman, being a powerful fairy woman, or what have you, and just being who she was, kind of sinister, and telling her story. I don't want to give any spoilers away, and that. So bravo to Angelina Jolie. You made this film 10 times better than anybody else in that same role could have done, and I fully believe that. So kudos to you. Elle Fanning was in the movie a little bit. Probably the halfway through to the end is when Elle Fanning finally comes into the picture as Aurora. And I'm really starting to think that she's starting to gain more traction as an actress, maybe even to the point where she's passed her older sister Dakota, and really kind of bloom into this young Hollywood starlet. She's starting to get a lot of bigger roles, a lot of bigger production films, and I'm really excited to see what her future holds for us here, not only at the Daily Fix and Now Showing, but moviegoers around the world. One thing I do want to say about this film is that it uses color beautifully. There's so much color, and I was sitting there and I was watching it, and I thought, man, even if I was deaf, even if they didn't have the subtitles on, I had no idea what they were saying, you can tell the color in the film and how it changes from bright colors to dark colors to golden colors to black. It tells the story and the visuals of this film. There's not anything like groundbreaking visuals, but the colors and the use of the color tells the story beautifully, that they didn't even need to tell. I'm glad that they did use their words. I'm glad that I didn't have to sit there and try and figure it out color-wise. But if I didn't have it, if I couldn't have their words, I could have followed along with the color that well. My final grade for Maleficent, I'm going to give it a B+. And here's why. Because there were some predictable parts even outside of the original telling of the story of Sleeping Beauty, but it was still really good. I was still really engaged. There was a lot of funny lines that Angelina Jolie had. I would watch for the scene where she interacts with Aurora as a baby, not in the castle, but at another spot in the film where Angelina Jolie interacts with Aurora as a baby, and it's really funny. I laughed out loud at it, and I was the only one in the theater. If you have kids, take your kids. It's not too dark and frightening where I think that they would be scarred emotionally or anything like that. It's actually a really cool story, a really cool point of view at it, but I really enjoyed it. So I would go see it. And hey, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to our channel here at the Daily Fix. If you're liking what we're doing, let us know. Tell us in the comments down below. Follow us on Twitter at Daily Fix Show. Check us out on WordPress, dailyfixshow.wordpress.com. Follow me on Twitter. Shoot me a tweet. I'll say what's up. I'm coming up on 15,000 tweets, 15K. Woo-woo! But I love you guys. Deuces.